The Po' Boy Pundits podcast is brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. Pulpery Media presents Po' Boy Pundits with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the political headlines that grab our attention and all those little jerks that infuriate us.
We'll just start local, but it will expand like it. Just trust me.
Always does, yeah.
All right, so now our governor, apparently he
is asking for Trump to bring the National Guard.
He is actively in the race with Abbott and DeSanctimonious Ron DeSantis for worst governor in the country.
Yeah. I was trying to think if I could think of a positive. Well, there's nothing positive about Greg Abbott.
No.
He can just wheel himself away. And
right
then,
off of up here in Galveston.
And even DeSantis, you could kind of, go like, well, he would never ask for the National Guard, but then they're ending vaccine mandates in
Correct.
Florida for schools.
And here, correct me if I'm wrong, because the wife and I were talking about it. Here, it's recommended, but they'll still let you go to school if you don't have them.
I think it. I mean, you have to have a valid reason, so you can have the religious exemption.
Okay, man. When we were kids, it was like you ain't coming to fucking school unless I physically see those records in your hand.
Well, and I mean, you're not. As far as I know, at least in Louisiana, we don't have like a huge group of people who didn't give their kids their MMR shots growing up. So
right, we're not going to get on a vaccine thing.
I know, I'm just, but
when we get to the hearings. But
yeah, but because I think, well, at least in the New Orleans area, I mean, there's enough health care here to where
there is.
People
I was
understand.
at Oshner today.
Yeah, you don't want you don't want fatalities for something preventable. But anyway. But yeah, like Landry's been saying this since he got into office that he wanted to send the National Guard.
And it's his first term, right? We got a whole bunch of time left with him, don't we?
Yeah, but you never. I mean, Louisiana's weird. I mean,
look at our past governor, the one we just had. He was awesome.
It's a fickle bitch, but
It well, we have senators who like to fuck people in the ass. Or talk about it and show pictures of real live aliens.
And you go, I mean, frankly speaking, I think it's, I would say that if you look at recent history in Louisiana, it's, they're trying to find something that works. So, I mean, you had, Blanco fucked up big with Katrina. So then they brought in Jindal.
Watching those documentaries, I was like, I forgot about that cunt. Oh, my God. She was so out of,
Yeah.
Donnie, you're out of your fucking element.
Almost made Ray Nagin seem like he was a little bit. He knew
what he was doing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
But
in hindsight, that's like Giuliani in 9/11. So.
Just say the right thing and you'll be fine.
Right.
But you go from and then Jindal, who then like literally bankrupts the state, and then we bring in John Bel Edwards.
Was running for president half the time he was there.
Correct. Yeah. Which is but he got the state back on track. I mean, we had a budget surplus under John Bel Edwards.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah, Jindal.
Fuck
him.
With a Republican state house. So Jindal with a Republican state house, bankrupt.
Yep.
John Bel Edwards, Democrat with a Republican state house, brings in a surplus budget.
Yep. While catching up on his debt.
Yeah.
And then making more money on top of that.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then
that's kind of what you want in a governor. Or mayor.
Landry comes in and he's just the hick Jindal, which is well, we have all this money, let's start giving it back, and of course they want to give it to oil and gas.
Yes, or a concentration camp in St. Francisville, Louisiana. Is that where Angola is? Right outside of St. Francisville?
Yeah.
Never been. I hate myself for never going to the rodeo.
You're right. Yeah. I hear they make really good rocking chairs. I just don't know.
I want a belt buckle. When I lived in Baton Rouge, it's a crime that I didn't go.
But it's also like morally, I just don't know how I feel about it. It still
Like
is
watching, yeah.
It's still kind of an exploitation of prisoners.
It is.
So you're kind
But
of.
on the other hand, like they want to.
I know they volunteer for
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So, if I knew, like, I go there and buy a rocking chair, if I knew 100% of that, went to the inmate.
No.
I
You
know.
how 100% goes not to the
I know,
inmate.
exactly.
Okay, yeah.
That's my point. Like, I go there and drop a bunch of money because those dudes, like, particularly
Yes.
the woodworking, like, they're in there for a long, long time.
And
So they're
there's-
like masters of their craft.
Exactly. It's supposed to-
But they
have
get
nothing but
they get a dime off of like the $80 chair that you buy.
at the commissary.
Yeah.
You can get like an extra ramen noodle.
So yeah.
I've always wanted a belt buckle from there. I'm not going to wear them.
we should go anyway.
Yeah, I know we will. Put it on the list.
Yeah. Particularly
So,
when
yeah.
they expand it for the
We should
ICE
go
detention
before
center.
concentration camp gets built out there. Because I'm not calling it these immigration centers. It's a fucking concentration camp.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, Angola already is that. I mean,
Pretty much.
I mean, I still love the old mythology of like, well, they don't need walls and fences because if you try and escape from there, everything else will kill you.
Right.
Like, surrounded by alligators and swamps.
Exactly.
So
Which is, that's what happened. Alligator Alcatraz out there.
yeah,
Did they shut that down even though they were told to?
I
Probably
think
not.
no. But I don't know if there's people there anymore. But they're still trying to get it
Okay.
solidified.
So at least they got the people out of there.
I hope so. Yeah.
I mean, they're just blatantly defying judges' orders now.
Correct. Yeah. Which
You know,
is, I
although-
mean, fuck it. Let's just segue.
Into the National Guard here.
Well, I was gonna say though too is that like when Trump, like, it seems now the only court that's on Trump's side is the Supreme Court.
I was just about to say that because today they said it's cool to do what they've been doing in California.
Right, but then it's like you're not going to be able to get everything up to the Supreme Court.
No.
And if you keep defying other judges' orders, particularly like somebody who was appointed by Reagan
Yeah.
or somebody appointed by one of the Bushes.
Or even some of his judges.
Correct. Is that they're like other judges are going to go, wait, this ain't
They're already saying that.
right.
Like, in their decisions, like, this basically, law talk for this is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we've gotten here.
Right.
I mean, that's what these judges are saying.
But I mean, judges are the biggest prima donnas in the government. And
Right.
so if you're defying one judge,
Oh, it's like the police.
right? It's,
Like, you hurt one of them.
Yeah,
they
you
will all
cross
come
the
to your
thin
house.
blue line,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. We all know how that ends.
but and then pivoting back, I am enjoying this. I don't want to say anybody's winning, but it is fun. Like Trump is apparently running J.D. Pritzker's presidential campaign now.
Well,
Like,
and
Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Newsom, yeah.
But it's like you keep challenging these guys.
Just like all of Gavin Newsom's tweets are going to be in the.
Yeah.
That's
But,
why
like,
I asked initially.
He keeps going after Pritzker, who of course is in like Springfield, Illinois.
Right.
But about Chicago, but Pritzker's backing up the Chicago mayor, going like,
course.
stay the fuck out. And then you're just giving him free airtime
Yeah.
to keep logically pointing out all the fallacies in your fucking government. But
Because nobody else will at this point.
yeah, or nobody in D.C.
Yeah,
And-
nobody, and not even the media.
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah, not even the media anymore.
which is
Which goes back to
pathetic.
the fascism and them literally going after the First Amendment rights of these news organizations. Somebody else paid him off recently. CBS did
yeah.
the Paramount deal, right?
Correct. Or
Oh,
ABC acquiesced to a bunch of things that he want, like firing reporters and stuff like that.
Yep. And these, well, we won't get into the universities yet, but yeah, like all of that is completely illegal. Withholding funds
Well,
that have been
according to the Supreme Court, it's legal now. So.
correct.
Yeah, and you don't. And that even though judges and even Congress has said you need to we've already
Isn't
allocated.
that in the Constitution?
Well, I mean, again, like the idea of like the foreign aid, like it's already been allocated by Congress.
Correct.
So the president really doesn't have anything to do with it.
No.
And then, but
But
then
his sycophants are going to go, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We won't cut that check.
right.
With judges going, that is illegal. So now he used, what is this pocket reset? What is it?
Well, it's the same as like a pocket veto. Like, well, you just don't sign the bill, right? So this is
yeah,
like, again,
okay.
you don't print the check, and so everybody's going, well, you got to do this. Well, I don't.
Technically, the
You know.
printer's broken.
What are you talking about?
Printer's broken.
I didn't get that memo.
Right.
So,
But like you got a notice of concern though. Sorry. I guess I don't know where it ends.
it's not going. It's not going to end for a while.
I guess that's the problem. Is it going to go too far with him just now literally ignoring everything? He's also an FBI informant at this point, too, by the way. We'll talk about that.
Well, again, he came. His second term happened in like the most ideal circumstances for him. Is that you have the Supreme Court that doesn't give a shit anymore. At least a House of Representatives or Congress that will not fight back against him. I mean,
At all.
and
Why?
well, I mean, they don't. That's the sad part is that the Republicans are so desperate to hang on to power, even when they, again, like as we've talked about previously, when they know that they're probably going to lose these midterms. That's like, well, let's redistrict in a non-census year.
Right.
And so, like, you're completely gaming the system, and then because they know, like, nothing, and all it, and we're going to talk about it too. But you get to these, the farmers in Arkansas who are the main ones but it's also happening in Nebraska. Like, they know these policies are going to be unpopular when people figure them out.
Right.
And then
that's what I've been saying. Like, how long does it take?
Other than diehards, you're going to have people going like, well, if my congressman signed off on this, maybe we need a new congressman in there, right? And so,
and you're seeing that in town halls now.
Yeah.
If they do town halls, is that public record?
That is, yeah.
Yes. I am all over this. Every word that's said officially is somewhere.
Well, that's why in that one town hall they were like, well, you got to sign in either as a voter or a non-voter. And they were like, no, because this is a public meeting.
Right.
A civic public meeting. You don't have to sign in. You don't have to show ID.
No.
Like, that's
I can
fucking...
show the fuck up if I want.
Right, yeah.
I could throw a rock at you.
Even if I don't live in the area.
Yeah. I can show up and give you shit.
But that's why it's in order for this to keep going, that's why these midterms are so important.
But I mean, he's going to declare martial law at some point and then pause elections like Bibi did.
Well, again,
that's my problem with him sending the National Guard everywhere and then the Supreme Court going, yeah, the National Guard and police can just literally scoop you up off the street.
Sure, but then if the, again, the president being commander-in-chief has a little bit of leeway. But again, if you have a Congress that is not in league with him, then they could either pass legislation claiming that they can nullify that power either temporarily instead of like altering the Constitution, but
just like until he dies.
Right. And then of course too you have, hopefully the Joint Chiefs come to their senses and be like,
He's firing everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's. I don't want to keep teasing it, but I mean, like, that's where eventually there's going to be enough of these people like Art. The following segment has been brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. The Po' Boy Podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion. Marketing by Brock Ryder. Graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion. Music by the Heisenberg Compensators.